Hail Internet, I am Lord VikingBeard. Welcome to Ink, a Technicolor skill-focused platformer. You play a little white square stuffed with limitless ink in a multitude of colors that spills out of you as you jump around essentially invisible environments. This is the primary mechanic of Ink. Every level starts off as a huge black void. All the platforms and static traps are invisible until they are soaked with ink. And you spread that ink by walking across surfaces, double jumping and dying. Enemies and projectiles also spread yet more ink when they die or explode. All this lovely ink gets spread across the levels and also stays there if, or more specifically when, you die, leaving what was once empty space now as a multicolored wonderland. There are a total of 75 levels in Ink. 72 are standard platforming fare and the other 3 are bosses. That may sound like a fair amount, but each level is very short, often only taking up a single screen and only a few seconds to beat. Although this is relieved somewhat by difficulty requiring multiple attempts, it still leaves Ink as a very short game from start to finish. There are a few extra challenges, but are all constrained to the main levels with tasks such as not dying through a set of levels or finding hidden collectibles in the stages. The controls are very simple: left, right and double jump. However, there is a slight sluggishness to the controls that made me feel like I was not 100% in control all the time. It also felt like sometimes the double jump would automatically activate a split second after jumping, leading to failures in long jumps or no way to avoid traps, thus setting me back for another restart. Luckily, Ink takes one of my favourite mechanics: instant restarts. So while sometimes the controls lead to frustrating deaths, at least it doesn't leave you waiting for another attempt. The visuals are the main draw of Ink, and they are really rather beautiful. There is something satisfying about getting colour on every last surface of a level and bringing that world to life. Ink is a good game, but there are some serious flaws that stop it becoming a great game. It's too short, and while it tries to be difficult, I found the biggest barrier to beating harder levels were minor foibles with the controls, leaving me massively frustrated when I died. I didn't feel as if those deaths were my own fault. Also, a lot of the levels are reused with added features such as spikes or homing projectiles for later stages, and honestly, it smacks a little of laziness, or perhaps lack of imagination on the developer's part. Ink is lovely to behold, and most of the time quite fun to play, with challenging levels and very appealing visuals, but it has too many problems and not enough content to warrant a full price recommendation. You can grab Ink on Steam for $3.99. If you enjoy Super Meat Boy but didn't think it looked enough like a music visualizer, then it has you covered. In Ink. Farewell, and thanks for watching.